Hey everybody, it's MCG the Mighty Christian Gamer, and I'm really glad to be back. See, I'm making videos a bit more commonly now. I'll probably just make 3 videos and disappear for a while, but hey, I've made 3 videos which I'm happy with, maybe. But this one, oh my goodness, you know the games that come out of nowhere, you don't really expect. You haven't heard a thing, and then suddenly it just explodes all over the internet. Everybody falls in love with, and it's just because, and you just hear all these praise. Well, there is the game. The game at the moment that everyone's talking about is Undertale, and it is for very good reason. I've played through this game, and it was one of the best experiences I've ever had in a video game ever. Probably has become one of my favourite games of all time, just for the whole beautiful story and experience it gave me. Now, I'm going to be honest, this game, you look at the concept of it and it sounds like the lamest thing you will ever hear. A game where an RPG where you don't need to kill anyone. You don't, and you can overcome everything by befriending. Yeah. It sounds like a really lame idea, but the way it was executed was just so phenomenally well done. You didn't feel like you were in a stupid, oh no, this person hurt the puppy. Should we be nice to him still? Yes, we should be nice to him. Yay, we're nice to him and he's nice now. No. Okay, am I the only one who's ever creeped out by those things, by those kinds of films and CBeebies? Seriously, I mean, I literally saw one the other day where a kid was talking to a vacuum cleaner like it was a living thing, but off subject. Anyway, as I say, this game could have easily have gotten to that point, but it didn't. It was just not. I mean, every single character you meet in it is just memorable. Every character, and you are rewarded for being a pacifist, for not hurting anyone, and it feels so much more satisfying than if you just went through the game killing everyone, gaining the experience, getting super strong. But the fact that at the end of the game you feel like you overcame all the odds, you overcame something that was just so evil, and it was through nothing more than just kindness. Just makes you just felt more powerful because you did that. And as I say, who would have thought an idea like that could work? But the person who made this game, Toby Fox, did it so well. Obviously he took a lot of inspiration from Earthbound, and he actually got how to make games like Earthbound work, where it wasn't the games were fun, but it was more the experience that mattered to people rather than the gameplay. And the gameplay, the way it makes you, all the combat is basically like a bullet hell shooter, where you have to dodge all the bullets that are coming at you to not take damage, and you can, and if you avoid damage, you can take different methods to find out how to negotiate, how to befriend, how to make these characters, how to make all the enemies non-threatening to you, so you can spare them. Yeah, as I say, it sounds stupidly cheesy, but guess what, people? Even some of the stupidest sounding ideas can work if you execute them properly. I've always been a fan of that kind of thing. Ideas that sound really ridiculous on hand, you think there's no way in hell this could possibly work, but then you see someone who actually does it and executes it so well that it just blows up out of nowhere. It's just more of a pleasant surprise, and that makes the experience so much better, because this concept that, in all said and done, should not really work properly because it seems to go up against a lot of gaming ideas, but no, it didn't. It rewarded you. You just felt more better because you did it. It was all your decision. Did you want to go in violently? Did you want to go in non-violently? Did you want to spare? Did you want to kill? Did you want to befriend? Did you want to make enemies? And every decision was stuck with you throughout the entire game. And man, what an experience it was. And I want to say this now, if you want to play this game, don't watch any, and I repeat, any kind of walkthroughs. Play through it yourself. Make it your experience. Don't look up a walkthrough. Don't look up what you need to do to kill this enemy or to spare this enemy. You have to do it for yourself. Avoid it at all costs. Avoid the... Because I'm going to be honest, I have looked for, after I played the game for myself, I avoided all walkthroughs because I'd heard from people that's what you needed to do. And I did that, and I was so much glad. And then when I see people playing through it in their way, I can see their experiences and see how it affects them in some way, how in a non-violent or a violent way, it just so worked fantastically. So buy this game for yourself if you want to play it. If you don't want to play it, look up a walkthrough, but believe me, you will get so much more out of it by playing through it blind. This is MCG, the Mighty Christian Gamer. God bless you all, and carry on gaming.